Well, we're talking to Dr. Shaw at Victoria University, and we're about to do a seminar on the nature of human beings, East and West. Jay, can you just say a little bit about this?
My aim is to introduce global philosophy so that Eastern people can learn from Western and Western people can learn from Eastern. In Western society, in Western philosophy, human beings are defined in terms of rationality or in terms of certain attitudes or in terms of certain deep emotions such as anxiety, dread, alienation, forlornness, and so on. And I will examine that these features are not sufficient to distinguish human beings from higher animals such as chimpanzee. Then I will move on to Indian philosophy, and I will discuss especially 6 features of the form of life of human beings. One is that human beings are guided by the conception of ought or ought not. They got some sort of concept of ought, what we ought to do, what we ought not to do, although we differ, but nonetheless there is a conception of ought. Secondly, human beings have free will. They are not like machines. They are not purely material. So I will focus on this free will or freedom of the will that human beings have. And almost all the systems of Indian philosophy have focused on the freedom of the will.
Yeah. But in Kant's words, we have duty.
That's right. So I'll bring in that Kant's conception of duty as well.
As an ought?
As an ought, sure. And this concept is present in Indian philosophy from the very dawn of civilization.
Very good. So the Indian philosophers have thought about everything the Western philosophers have thought about, and some more.
Yes, so that we can learn from each other.
Let's look forward, Dr. Shaw, to the rest of the seminar.
Okay. Vedic period is at least 5,000 years old, and Vedas are considered as the oldest surviving literature on earth. According to some historians, it is at least 9,000 years old. So I am not a historian, so I cannot make a comment, but nobody has said that it is less than 5,000 years old. My view is that it could be 7,000 to 8,000 years old. And then all the systems of Indian philosophy, they have discussed the nature of human beings. And I tried to summarize their views in terms of 6 different features of human beings. One is the conception of ought. This concept is present in human beings, ought, ought not. The concept of promising, that I promise to do something. What I promise may differ. What I ought to do may differ from culture to culture, from civilization to civilization, from country to country, from religion to religion. But the fact that there is a conception of ought that is present. And Indian philosophers have addressed this conception of ought in the name of